I'm Gordon, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing his line. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on second down. Luck, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
11. Go.
Now Luck. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Past the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
First down, Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
675. Monday. 11 Z. Hey, Delta.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and inches, Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go, D. 47. Check 31. Check 31. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Go to 54. Line in.
And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, kill. Here go 46.
It's now second and 6.
26.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's Hines. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 27, Luck forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. On third down, it's Hines, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, Luck under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
11.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott slings this deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, big play there for Indy. 62 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Clock. 49. Hey, Zoo.
To throw is Locke. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
11B. Hey, exit.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
49's the mic. One man. 61. Matchbox lights.
Check 3. Watch the twist. Watch the shit.
This is Hines. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, a call like like this. Certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run forward with Hines. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, kill! 47! Hey, kill! 47! 26!
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Kill! Here we go, 46!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, Charlie, 6'6", pull it high. Rush in.
Hey, check.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
49. 49 for Mike. 49 for Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 26, check 26. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Here we go, kill.
61. Let's watch. Right. Wahoo.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Check 43.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
We're going to 53. We're going to 53. Go. Get out there.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Rashad Penny at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert 3.
We're going to 54. Line in.
Check hot. Check crouch.
Gun. 26.
On 3rd down, Muhammad, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
It felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Prescott looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flush to his right. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Alpha. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I'm trying to collect.
On second and very short, Luck. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mike, 5-5. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in. Here we go, go to 54, line in. Kill, sweat, hey. Kill, turn it. Check it out, read.
On first down, Muhammad. What a spin. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Here go 47.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll come out in the pistol. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Kill. Here go 46.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Now a first down throw. Luck eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's just me and you. 49 to Mike.
Throwing on second and 14. Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now it's Luck. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. They snap it to Luck. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Here we go, 46.
Kill.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, line in. Gun. 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. 55. Right there.
We're going to 54, line in.
Come, baby.
Gun.
Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Kill.
Prescott to throw. He's going to go up top for the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
49 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 49.
Now Luck. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
12. Go ahead.
Back to throw. Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Luck throwing again. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to rifle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Terry McLaurin with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the
my